Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some new updates to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. A new event has just been announced. We also have some DLC stuff to go over, a few other bits and bobs to break down. There's a lot of stuff to get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video. And I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, another event has just been announced for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this is all revolving around Koraidon and Miraidon. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the next Pokemon Scarlet and Violet online competition has been announced. The Dragon King Battle Qualifier, a single battle competition requiring you to add Koraidon or Miraidon to your team. So we're actually allowed to use one of the new legendary Pokemon in this online battle competition. We have some more information about it here on HDvee. So it says the next one has been announced, yada yada yada, requires you to either use Koraidon or Miraidon into the game. It will run in Japan with international tie-ins currently unconfirmed. So it is going to be in Japan, but it is going to tie in with like the world as well. That just hasn't been like given to us yet. But yeah, registration is open from midnight UTC on November the 20th through to December the 1st at 23:59 UTC. So you got quite a while before you have to register for this. While battles will run from midnight UTC on December the 1st through to December the 3rd at 23:59 UTC. So yeah, it's a little bit in the future yet. So I'm not sure why they've announced it now, but either way, it is another battle event that is obviously going to be available soon. We've had the details, yada yada yada. In Japan, this competition is to be used to allow players to qualify for the annual Dragon King tournament, which runs VGC, TCG, and Unite on February the 25th. VGC will run registration F rules, which of course we are expecting registration F to be the use of Indigo Disc Pokemon, which is why we're expecting Indigo Disc to be available in December, which will also require you to bring at least one Pokemon with the Dragon Terra type. So a lot of Dragon stuff going on. I don't know if that's a hint towards maybe Terapagos' typing being potentially Dragon, because like I say, Dragon Terra type, Dragon Pokemon going to be used in terms of like Koraidon and Miraidon, stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But either way, there is a new battle competition that is going to be available at the end of this month. So that's the first thing that I wanted to go over. The next thing I wanted to go over is this post here from Maddie, who tweeted this out. I mean, we went over this in, I think, yesterday's video, the whole like new Terapagos figurine or like merchandise thing, how we were now available to see it like in a 3D view and like different angles and stuff like that. But this is very much like, I don't know if we've really spoken about this too much in the past, but this is a massive kind of like hint now towards what the idea of Terapagos could potentially be. So Maddie here says, ended up seeing this on Reddit. Has to tell you in case you hadn't already noticed. Too much of a coincidence, really. So we have this post here on Reddit from Optical Protein saying, am I crazy, or does Terapagos from the top down look like a dream catcher? And it very much does. Like, obviously the tails look very similar to these feathers, and then even like the kind of shapes here in the dream catcher are literally the same kind of shapes pretty much as the typings of Terapagos back. And there's already been like a mad kind of connection with Terapagos and dreams and stuff. Maybe that's how Paradox Pokemon were created, because maybe people dream them up to Terapagos, and then Terapagos obviously creates them as an actual kind of thing. And then we also have these kind of messages here as well from the in-game characters saying, the original professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokemon might live alongside. That strength you have gained to destroy the dream Sada once cherished. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. So there's a lot of dreaming kind of ideas and ideology as well from the actual like Sada and Turo kind of robots and stuff like that. So there's that. As well as that, we also have this PK Hex-like feature as well that's been like quote-unquote leaked by Riddler Coup that apparently is going to be a new gameplay feature in the Indigo Disc. So if it is like based on a dream catcher, there's also all this talk about dreaming. Maybe that is the PK Hex feature. Maybe we go to Terapagos and it is allowing us to create a Pokemon from nothing, which is what PK Hex is. PK Hex, if you don't know what it is, like I say, it is just a third-party software that just allows you to create a Pokemon from nothing, and that potentially could be what Terapagos could do, and that is why these Paradox Pokemon exist, because people have dreamed them into reality. Maybe like Heath dreamed them or something like that. But it kind of makes sense, as well as the fact that, like I say, it's based on, like, it looks like it's based around a dream catcher as well. And we've got all this stuff. I mean, again, that's just a theory, but it kind of all connects very, very well. But either way, carrying on this talk about the Terapagos situation, we actually have some more images as well of Terapagos. We actually can see it from the upside down as well, and then obviously from the side, and then obviously we've seen these ones as well, and then there's a Rayquaza plush as well. We have Soul Silver out here saying, wait, here's the underbelly inside of terrestrial Terapagos 2, so we get to see its weird underbelly plates as well as the side plates, which are definitely the only hexagonal plates it has. This toy really shows us why this form of Terapagos is called its terrestrial form. It's clearly almost completely surrounded and even made of pure raw terrestrial energy / power that seems to come from the crystal plates all over its body. Also, they promoted this anime Pokemon Shiny Rayquaza plush too. So, like I say, there's a lot of merchandise coming out for Terapagos around December. We spoke about it in yesterday's video, which is more of an indication as to why potentially the Indigo disc could be coming out next month. Again, hopefully we get a trailer at some point soon. Yeah, it's very interesting why we're getting all this Terapagos stuff in December, and you know, it is like quote unquote when it's apparently going to be coming out. And then we've got some more Terapagos stuff to go over as well. Another quote here from Soul Silver Art saying, there's more to this scene than what we believe. So this is taken from the Scarlet and Violet book, where we have what looks to be the third form of Terapagos. Like, we know we're getting the kind of like original form, and then we're getting the Terra form, and then it's also been kind of rumored that we're going to get another form of Terapagos from the data mines, which could very well be this creature here. So there's more to this scene than what we believe. First, they reveal that it's Terapagos, then that the sphere is a shield Terapagos creates, then that it's using the 19th Terra-type crown. To me, they blacked out and hit the bottom of the sphere because inside the literal hidden treasure of Area Zero, and Terapagos and its guardian protecting a treasure that can create all that it's his paradise. Which again, this sphere could be the thing that creates these Pokemon from dreams, which could be like the PKX-like feature. That could be what Terapagos is kind of protecting. And then we also have Soul Silver out here saying, hopefully they will also reveal to us why this scene is set in some kind of cosmic, paradoxical, outer space setting too. I feel like that's one of the final mysteries of this image. Rocks and mountains and seas and ships and planets and stars. So loads of random things in this image of the third form of Terapagos. I think that this all has to do with Heath looking into the deepest part of Area Zero, almost through a looking glass, or as if he's looking down a giant hole in the ground. As he looks, he sees a place outside of time and space, which could be the Dragon Palace, which of course is what Riddler Coup kind of he kind of riddled about that a while ago, where nothing makes sense. Maybe a little bit like Limbo, where kind of like it's between realities or something like that. And where Terapagos dwells as the guardian of treasure that is a star source of life or paradise. And while Terapagos sits there, its power makes Terra crystals grow all around it. And it's been down there so long that the crystals have continued to grow out into Area Zero and even on the surface of Paldea. And then as well as that, in the Pokemon anime, they actually kind of like followed up with this by showing Terapagos in a kind of space sort of background. So ironically, on the same day I posted this, the new anime Pokemon opening also showed Terapagos' terrestrial form in a weird cosmic / outer space setting. I wonder if there's truly a different dimension / world that it originates from. I don't think it's actually outer space. I mean, it's one of those, like, you'd think it's outer space, but then because of like all these different random things in the background, it kind of like defeats that idea. But there are still like planets and stars and stuff like that as well. And I mean, this looks like outer space to me, but it very much looks like a cosmic kind of setting where it doesn't look to me that it is from like this world at all. It looks like it's from somewhere else, which again could explain where Paradox Pokemon come from and everything like that. But either way, it is quite interesting that, you know, we've not really spoken about the kind of background that this third form of Terapagos is in, but they are still kind of like showing it in the anime. And again, I feel like the anime is going to drop something about Terapagos soon. We are in the Terapagos arc, and so it makes sense that they would drop some maybe like information about it, which is another reason why we should be getting some Indigo disc news soon, because it's literally all about Terapagos in the anime. I don't know how they can go over a Terapagos arc in the anime without spoiling something about the Indigo disc in regards to Terapagos. I just don't know how they do that. So hopefully we do get some information about that soon. But yeah, this setting could be a completely different like world or something like that it's come from, and maybe that could even spark further kind of information about a different world where other Pokemon can come from, which could be like a future generation or something like that. Like, our generations now are just like different regions in our planet, but what if they did a region which is like on a different planet? And I know it's crazy to assume that, but they are kind of going more and more with outer space and different worlds and stuff. Like, we had Ultra Wormholes and Ultra Beasts and stuff in Gen 7. Generation 8, we did, of course, have like Dynamax Adventures and stuff, which again, like, I guess kind of creatures from different worlds and stuff. And then Generation 9 very much goes into the whole kind of different dimension Pokemon with Paradox forms and also different worlds and stuff like that. So they are kind of pushing more towards that. Whether they go all the way into it and obviously make a Gen 10 in the form of a different world, I have no idea. I think it'd be kind of cool though, because it would allow us to give forms to Pokemon as well that, you know, there doesn't have to be any reasoning behind it. If they want to give Pikachu a new form in like Kanto, they just can, because it's a different world. And so that form of Pikachu would be kind of I guess just the norm in that world, you know what I mean? So it's one of those, like, it's something they could do in the future and can just completely rehash like a bunch of Pokemon in the way they want to, because again, it's a different world. But anyway, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. Make sure to sign up for this on the 20th of November. Like I say, when we get closer to the time, I'll include it in like the video around that time. What are your thoughts on the whole Terapagos situation we went over today? Let me know about all that. But yeah, that's everything from me. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.